The human being theory is an important theory that everyone needs to know in order to better their way of life. It's a concept giving you an understanding of how we function as human beings and also insight into our feelings and our emotions as being biologically based. This human being theory is called the affect theory. Please stay with me throughout this entire video so you get all the information you need on understanding human being theory, called affect theory. Affect theory is a way for us to achieve safety and happiness. It's an evolutionary tale. Evolution allowed us to progress from prehistoric man to social beings, where relationships allow us to heal. In prehistoric times, single cells joined together to cooperate for the greater good in order for us to survive. And, as a result, our human body is made up of trillions of independent cells. We evolved into social animals, very attuned and connected to each other with imagination as a huge gift. We are shaped by our genes and our experience. So it's really nurtured and nature together that causes us to move forward. We also know that with learning in the brain, prior knowledge is very persistent. As a result, cells receive stimuli from the environment and can be changed. Because through the stimulus in our environment, we're creating our own reality through our thoughts, our words, and our imagination. Affects evolved to reduce stimulus confusion because when we're getting hit with so much stimulus in our environment, we don't quite know what is important. But affects solve that problem as biologically based centers in different parts of our body. Whenever stimulus is absorbed into the body, our affects are triggered. So they are biologically based. When our feelings activate, they let us know that our affects have also activated. So our feelings are biologically based. However, our emotions are biology coming from our affects and our feelings, but they also combine our experiences or our biography. And in the midst of all of this, our body keeps the score. So all of our affects, feelings, and emotions get lodged or moved through our body, depending on how we handle things. Affects are really talking about our consciousness. The affect system works with the other biological systems for a holistic approach to having us develop as human beings. The affect system works with the brain or the cognitive system, with the drives, and with our pain system. We have 9 different affects. Our affect system is our motivational platform. Our brain wants us to remember what it is we're learning. As experiences are repeated, if they're negative ones, they can become pushed down into our subconscious, which is 90% of our consciousness, and control our behaviors. We're only conscious of about 10% of what's really going on, and so we need to be aware of these patterns and scripts so that we can access the subconscious mind and bring it into our consciousness. There are certain questions that we can ask. How am I feeling? What could I have done differently? What does this remind me of? All of these questions help us understand what we are experiencing and which affects are getting activated. The 9 affects respond to stimulus from our environment, which activates each affect. Affects are extremely contagious, especially negative ones. You can have a steady state of stimulus in the environment where you have constant intensity, you can have the increasing intensity, or you can have a decrease of intensity. Here are the 9 affects: interest, excitement, enjoyment, joy, startle, surprise, distress, anguish, anger, rage, fear, terror, shame, humiliation, disgust, and dismell. With interest to excitement, your eyebrows go down, you track, you look, you listen, and novelty is the primary stimulus. With enjoyment to joy, there's a smile. Lips are widened up and out. With surprise to startle, the eyebrows go up and the eye blinks. With distress to anguish, you can cry. You have an arched eyebrow, your mouth is down, there are tears. With anger to rage, there is a frown, clenched jaw, red face. With fear to terror, your eyes are frozen open, pale, cold, sweaty, trembling. With shame to humiliation, your eyes are down and your head is down, usually to the left. With disgust, you have a sneer and your upper lip is up. With dismell, which was created as a special word for understanding this effect, your nose and mouth are squashed together. It's really the basis for prejudice, because when you are in dismell, you don't want to approach people. The central blueprint for intimacy, an important part of affect theory, has us maximizing our 2 positive effects and minimizing our 6 negative effects. The way you do it is by talking about what it is that you're experiencing. Naming your effects out loud really helps you maximize the positive ones and minimize the negative ones. We know the power of the voice allows language to be one of our most powerful tools to regulate our emotions. Saying things out loud is the basis of therapy, right? So this can be a very helpful tool for you. Putting your effects into words can be so very helpful. Use simple statements and the words connected to the effects. For example, if you are experiencing fear and want to feel better and release the stress, just say, "I'm experiencing fear." You will find within 5 to 10 minutes the stress you are experiencing and the inability to think and be rational lifts so you can access your rational brain. It's quite remarkable. This approach helps us find safety and happiness. Explore effect theory and how this simple concept helps you understand our emotions, our feelings, and our effects, all biologically based. This means we can have some control over our lives, find freedom, and implement some amazing and simple interventions to allow us to flourish. Start paying attention to when your effects activate. We hope you enjoyed watching today's video. To stay updated on our latest content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next one.